Anyone that knows me knows I'm not the biggest fan of a Sunday dinner, but this minted lamb chops with garlic mash and honey glazed veg, oh my god, it was insane. So I started by seasoning my lamb chops with all-purpose, garlic powder, ground cumin, some Worcestershire sauce, chopped garlic, chopped parsley and thyme. I used a little bit of oil so that the mixture would stick, and then I added in a couple tablespoons of mint sauce and give that a good mix. So this is how it was looking. I left that to the side to season for about half an hour. Once it was seasoned, I heated up a little bit of olive oil in a pan, and then I put these in to cook. So once they was cooking, I got started on my sides. Mash is just easy. I boiled some potatoes, I added some chopped garlic, a couple knobs of butter, a splash of milk and some salt and pepper, and then I just mashed that up until it was a nice consistency. Then I went back to the lamb, so I made sure that I cooked it on the fat side as well, so that was nice and crispy. So the seasoning had started sticking to the pan a little bit, so I just added in a splash of boiling water and then just mixed that up, and I made that into like a little paste. So then I cooked the lamb on both sides, about 5 minutes on each side and a few minutes on the fat cap as well. Then I removed them from the pan and put them to the side, and then this was the pan I was going to make the gravy in. So for my honey glazed carrots, I peeled them, cut them into whatever shape I liked, drizzled them in some olive oil, made sure they were coated. Then they went into the oven at 180 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. They came out like this, and then I seasoned them up. So I added a little bit of paprika, some salt, some pepper, and of course I drizzled them in some honey. So you want to make sure they're completely coated in that, and then they can go back into the oven for like another 5 to 10 minutes. So whilst they're in the oven, I got started on the gravy. So to that same pan I cooked the lamb in, I just added a little bit of boiling water, and I got that leftover seasoning mixed into like a paste. I added 2 knobs of butter, about 2 tablespoons worth of plain flour, and I made a roux. So you just want to stir it until it gets to this thick consistency, something like this. Then you're going to add in some stock. So I just used 2 OXO cubes and about 600 ml of boiling water. I added a splash of Worcestershire sauce, and then you're just going to leave that on a low heat, and you're going to keep stirring until it thickens to the consistency you like. So I like my gravy quite thick. This is how mine came out. So I plated it up, I got my gravy all drizzled over, and this is how the meal was looking. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Sunday dinners, but this on a Sunday goes down an absolute treat. The lamb was insane. We got like this thick cut of lamb from the butchers. It was so good. I feel like you cannot beat minted lamb. And the honey glazed carrots as well, they were top tier. So let me know if you try this one.